Welcome back to the KickNPost YouTube channel. It's week 5 in the NFL, and let's hop into these recap videos. What's good, Chris?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. We starting off Colts Broncos. How
Yes,
you
sir.
feeling about Russ?
Russ. I don't know what to say about Russ. He's been underperforming the whole season. Every time there's a primetime game, disappointing. I'm not watching another one.
I was about to say there's a lot of those. And we're in for another one this week, Chris. Monday night. Him against the Chargers. Why? I don't know. You know who could have been on primetime? Buffalo versus Kansas City, but no. Decided to just put him on the week slate on 325. Silly by the NFL.
Yeah. I had to bet $50 just to watch last game. Thanks, Russ. I didn't eat on Thursday, so I hope you're cooking, because I wasn't. On to the next one. We're done with that, boy. Giants-Packers.
I told you I liked the Giants last week. I don't think we have it on film, unfortunately. The Packers are struggling. They need a wide receiver one. They don't have that. They could use a Davante Adams out there.
Yeah, you tried to warn me, Amal. I didn't listen. I lost more money. Part of the game. But Packers, what's up, dude? Like, it's supposed to be A.J. Dillon time. He ain't showing up. You ain't got no receivers. Like, Aaron Rodgers looks mid. But what I'm really surprised about is the defense. Where y'all at? Like, y'all got to step up when the offense is not. You need to do better. All right, Lions, Patriots.
Lions went from like the #1 scoring offense in the league to getting shut out by the Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson ran all over him. Damian Harris injury. I think the Pats have their RB1 locked in now. They were talking about giving him the starting reps at the beginning of the year. I think it's locked in.
Yeah, I feel bad for the Lions. They started off so hot, and now football is happening. DeAndre Swift was out. Amon St. Brown was hobbling. They got some other injuries, but it's like Patriots showed up. That boy Matthew Judon need his flowers today. Yesterday, last week, he's like that. So we need to put him in discussion moving forward. I think he's going to have a crazy year going on. Next game, we got Chargers-Browns.
Battle of the running backs, man. Nick Chubb has looked like that all year. Austin Eckler finally broke out as a runner. I think it was 16 for 173. The Browns just need to hold out. If they could keep winning some games until Deshaun gets in there, they could possibly win the division. But I don't know, man. Jacoby Brisset just ain't doing it too much for him.
Yeah, the division is real ugly, but the Browns have been a lot better than I expected this year. Jacoby Brisset was looking like Geno Smith for a second now, but he had to cool down. Chargers, I don't know how y'all snuck this one out, but that boy Eckler is back. Thank you. We've been waiting for you to come to class. Other than that, Mike Will had a big week. I was surprised. Thought he'd fall off, but it is what it is. I'm waiting for Keenan Allen to come back to see what the Chargers are really about. I think they're putting it together slowly. So, next game, we got Texans-Jags.
I got out of my zone a little bit when I went on that Jags, proclamation, and
I was hoping you'd say that.
The offense is still struggling. But guess what I have for you this week, Chris? It's ETN season, baby. He finally outsnapped James Robinson. He looked better, like I've been saying.
Yeah.
He's been looking better. I think this is the last week to buy low on Travis Etienne if you want him, and probably the last week to sell high on James Robinson. So I think it's ETN season.
Yeah, I got lucky last week. I had a package deal of Rashad Penny for ETN, so thank you from up above. But like you said, that boy ETN is back, or not back, he's here. He had over 100 total scrimmage yards. Sound familiar? CMC, Alvin Kamara. So he's about to be in that discussion pretty soon.
Oh, snap. That's a little bit aggressive.
Real aggressive, because that's my boy. Best running back in ACC history. I ride for that. But the Texans look good, man. I've been saying their defense has been solid all year. They've been playing to the level of their competition. So once they are able to move from that, it's looking nice over there. Hate to say it, but it's loading up.
All over us, too.
Yeah. Next, we got Falcons-Bucks.
That was not roughing the passer. Brady, that was not roughing the passer. The refs played for Brady, obviously. The Atlanta had themselves a chance to be in that game and win it. The refs took it away from them. The Bucks keep charging on, and Atlanta keeps playing up to the competition, man. They look solid. I think Marcus Mariota is going to lock down this job for the whole year.
Okay. Same thing as you said. It's not pass interference. Or not pass interference, roughing the passer, but we shouldn't even be talking about this. This shouldn't even be the focal point of the game. Like NFL, fix your referees, fix the rule, fix that shit. Everybody knows it's an issue. If you sign up to play football, you're playing football. There's 11 men on the field. There's 12, there's a flag. There's 13, you're in Seattle. So fix that shit. Steelers-Bills.
I feel bad for Kenny Pickett, bro. We knew it was a rough start to go up against, but I want to shout out my boy Gabe Davis from UCF. 98-yard touchdown. I think he had one for over 50 as well. He was looking like him out there. Josh Allen going crazy as usual, but that Pittsburgh defense got torched, and Kenny Pickett, rough first start, but I see promise. I'm looking out for you, boss. I see promise.
Yeah, I'm glad the Steelers fans got humbled this week. It was the Bills, but they had hope at the beginning of the year with Mitch, and I'm like, bro, y'all not going to be able to do much. Y'all ain't got no line. Y'all can't score. They couldn't score. They put in Pickett, and it's like, oh, we got Pickett now, and it's the same issue. You don't have enough time to even move the ball downfield through the air. Pickett, I'm praying for you. I hope you don't get hurt this year because you got some talent. I like you. But I'm going to enjoy this while I can, you know? Hope you guys like it at the bottom.
Well,
Dolphins,
cool,
Jets.
Yeah. Something with these Dolphin quarterbacks, man. I feel bad. Like, Teddy got concussed this week. They had to trot Skylar Thompson out there. Then you lose Tyreek Hill to injury. Breece Hall broke out. Last week was the last week you could buy him. He is definitely off. He's untradeable, I think, now. He finally broke out to be the RB1 for that team. And 40 points by the Jets. I didn't think I'd ever say that anytime soon, but they looked good on offense.
I like the Jets. I said this at the beginning of the year. The thing I like most about them is Zach Wilson don't even look great yet. And they're doing this. So there's some hope. I'm hoping he gets it turned around in a couple of weeks. They got a big week coming up this week. I like them. I like them this week. So I'm excited for the future.
Yep.
Bears, Vikings.
I think they need to let Justin Fields let that ball go a little bit more. Too one-dimensional on offense. I feel like Khalil Herbert didn't get enough touches after what he looked like in David Montgomery's absence. I think, honestly, he is probably the better running back in that backfield. But let that boy cook a little bit more. Give Justin Fields the weapons. I heard they're attached to possibly acquiring DJ Moore. That would be huge for the game.
Yeah.
But Vikings come out with a win that they should have come out with. They made it look a little bit closer than it should have. But let Justin Fields throw that thing a little bit more.
I agree with you, and I want to see it. But they're not there yet. And they know they're not there yet. They're smart about it. So don't get the kid killed. Don't have him drop back 30 to 40 times a game like Zach Taylor did with Joe Burrow's first year, because as you can see, something bad will happen. But wait, like you said, get the picks, get the assets. You're going to get DJ Moore. That's a great pickup. They can fix the line. You could buy a line. You just got to get the playmakers around, convince people to come to Chicago. It's Chicago. You got the big bean. Get it done.
Also pay for a better line than the Bengals.
All right, we're done here. Titans, Commanders.
Ever since I talked smack about the Titans, they've been turning up. To be honest with you, Derrick Henry looking like the Derrick Henry of old. Ron Rivera threw his quarterback under the bus. I think that's very disrespectful of him.
Well, that quote's taken out of context, but go on.
No, I don't think so. I think you know how to play these words when you're talking to the media, and they did not go about that the right way. But again, you have a lot of playmakers out there in Washington. They play Chicago on Thursday Night Football. We'll see how things pan out, but Titans up.
I'm going to defend Ron Rivera real quick. The question he was asked was, if you look at the team sustaining success in your division, it's like, why do you think those teams are farther ahead at this point? And he said the quarterback position. Now you look at the other team's quarterbacks, besides, like Cooper Rush, he's done a great job. Daniel Jones, only exception.
Come on, bro.
Only exception. But Jalen Hurts is him. He's been doing it, so it's not as bad as a quote. But yeah, he shouldn't have singled him out. The Commanders are ass. It's solidified now. I hate the Titans, but they won me some money past 2 weeks, so keep on doing your thing. Might be my new team, I'm just saying. But yeah, Seahawks, Saints.
I feel bad for Rashad Penny. He finally got the chance to break out, be that RB1, got hurt, out for the season, if I'm not mistaken. It's Kenneth Walker's season now. If the boy is like that, we're about to find out. Geno Smith still throwing that thing around, looking better than Russ. Seattle is looking like they're comfortable with the sale of Russ right now. So, I don't know. DK's still a very valuable asset. And Tyler Lockett broke out. I think you should sell high on him, though.
Yeah, Tyler Lockett got talent. Looks like they're going to keep him now. I said they're going to move him at the end of the year. But Seahawks are competing every game. This is for Otto. I was completely wrong about Geno Smith. And I'm owning up to my bad take. So, shout out to the kid.
Taysom Hill, too. Bro, why can't they just keep him on the field? That boy is just dirty. 4 touchdowns?
I don't know how it works. I'm just mad that it does, because
every time.
You have very limited options when he's on the field. If he's at tight end, he's probably getting the ball. He doesn't block too much, does he? If he's at quarterback,
he blocks really well.
Okay, I don't watch special teams games, so But especially at quarterback, I'm sending 8. I'm sending 9 bodies. We covering every gap. We only need 2 safeties, and we're gonna play them deep. So worst case scenario, 15-yard throw. I'm not letting him run over me for 40 yards. Like, what are we doing here? Like, get that shit done, bruh. It's like the same way I see him at quarterback is when they put Derrick Henry at quarterback. Like, yeah, he can throw. We're still sitting 9. I don't care. Like, all right. I don't even know what game we're on. Oh, my bad. 49ers, Panthers.
Baker Mayfield, bro. I'm sorry, man. There's just a rough situation for you, dog.
Yeah.
DJ Moore's upset now. Get that offense not moving. They looking to move CMC. Like, it's about to get real ugly in Carolina. And the Niners just keep on doing what the Niners do, running that ball well, solid coaching, put up 37 points on them. They still looking like they're going to be title contenders, even with Jimmy G at the helm. So that's what it's looking like.
Yeah, I'm proud for the Panthers. They finally committed. It's good old-fashioned slash and burn agriculture. You got to burn that bitch to the ground. You'll have nice fertile soil. Build something new. You know,
Exactly.
keep your core. CMC, he's gone.
Yeah.
You got to get rid of DJ Moore out of respect because he only got a certain amount of years. You're not going to get done in that time. So let him go. Show out somewhere else. You don't got a quarterback. Congrats. You got your lineman, franchise lineman last year. Go get your QB next year. Tank season, baby. Do what you got to do. You got JC Horn on the come up. Like, it's going to look real pretty about 3 to 5 years. Stay tuned. So, Eagles, Cardinals.
It was a little bit of a shaky performance from the Eagles, but the Hurts boys just keep winning, man. Like, solid wide receiver duo in Davante and A.J. Brown. Didn't need much from A.J. Brown this game. It was actually kind of ugly, but they got the win, 5-0, the only undefeated team in the NFL. And like we said on the Eagles prediction, this schedule was very, very favorable. They had the potential to go unbeaten, and it's looking like they're taking advantage of that.
Yeah, they look good. They did play to the Cardinals level, but hey, like you said, got it done. All that matters. Eagles, hot. I like them this week too. Cowboys gonna be rough, but they gonna get it done. Jalen Hurts is him. Miles Sanders, a lot of people were selling high on him last week. So far, it's looking like a good move. But I still got faith in the kid. He looks nice with the ball, so it's gonna come. The opportunity's gonna come if he's healthy. I ain't worried. All right, next game, Cowboys, Rams.
I had the Cowboys winning this game. I think me and Chris talked about a crazy parlay. It was going to be Cowboys, Jets, and Cincy. Cowboys, Cooper Rush, 5-0 as a starter now. Pretty elite stuff. The Rams are still looking shaken. Outside of Cooper Kupp, there's nothing on that offense. So if I'm a Rams fan, where's the Allen Robinson I paid for? Or can we go get somebody else, you know?
Dog, like you said, where's Allen Robinson? Like, I saw something on Twitter. He got one reception. He had on white sleeves, and someone's like, the only reason Matthew Stafford threw his way because he thought he was white. And that's true. Stafford, like, throw to your boys. You got Tutu. You got A-Rob. You could throw to Cam, Darryl. Like, you giving Higbee and Cooper Kupp 30 targets a week. Come on, bro.
Ben Skoranek getting 6 targets. When I'm saying Ben Skoranek getting 6 targets, you know something's up.
Come on, bro. But anywho, if you know football, you know this game's going to be Cowboys all day. Rams on their third string center. Micah Parsons is him. Easy money. Free money this weekend. Yeah. Next game, I don't even want to talk about this, bro, but Bengals-Ravens.
So you and the boys went out to Baltimore, man. I saw that. Y'all had a little fun. I guess y'all hit a little parlay. Decided to go celebrate by watching Baltimore Cincy, which was supposed to be fireworks. It was a snoozer. I was at the house like, sheesh, them boys probably bored, right? But
freezing my ass off in the fucking sky. Section
you ain't having
600
much luck.
next to...
You might be a bad luck omen for the Cincy Bengals. You showed up to 2 games this year, and they've lost both.
But the highlight of this weekend was watching Nelly at the halftime performance.
Hey, shouts out Nelly Nels, man. Stomping in my Air Force Ones. They really ruined a couple things for you. You had a parlay cooking again. You had to cash out because you saw how the game was looking. T. Higgins was on a couple of your teams. And
didn't play.
He didn't play. He played like a snap and then was out because of the ankle.
Little ankle.
Jamar Chase is on a few of your teams. Looks pretty mediocre up to this point of the year. Joe Burrow's still struggling. Joe Shiesty looking very rough, losing a lot of that swagger. Y'all paid for an offensive line that isn't panning out, and the Ravens didn't even look good at all on offense, and y'all couldn't do much with it, you know? So like, what's going on with the Cincinnati Bengals? They paid for an offensive line. What do we got going on here? There's nothing going on for them. I know I'm talking a lot for your team, but like,
for sure. I know we're not gonna have long enough highlights because this game was that bad. So I'm gonna replay all the shitty ass plays. Don't you fret. But like you said, bro, like, what are we doing? What are we paying for? What are we executing here? I love blaming Zach Taylor every week. But at the end of the day, Joe Burrow, like you said, has looked very ugly this year. Hate to say it, T. Higgins can't stay healthy. Like, I know you're ankle tweaking, bro, but this is a conference game. Like, you got to find a way to play. This is the NFL. Big moments, big time players show up. Jamar Chase, I don't fault too much for this year. I'm going to throw a little picture up right here. If this is the only routes that we're going to be throwing to, like, legit a top 5 receiver in the league, like, you got to get creative, Zach. You can't be doing this shit. Like, this is like what the Steelers run every week because they don't have a line. You went and bought a line, and the past 2 weeks, they've allowed, like, 2 sacks. And now, granted, we just played the Ravens, but this is the conservative type role that he gets when he plays certain teams. It's like, oh, we're going to Baltimore. He's a little timid. He's calling plays a certain way. And I know you scheme for your teams. That's fine. But when you got them boys on that side, when you got top 10 at receiver, at running back, at quarterback, if this was chess, you're white and the other team is black. Like, you have the advantage. Like, you're not going to wait to see what your other opponent is doing. You're going to do what you're going to do, and they're going to respond to that. And we're responding to other teams. That's our issue. And it's like, I don't know why we play like that. I don't know when we are down, we play like we're down, and when we're up, we play like we don't want to be down. Like, the only game I saw where we, like, were really trying to pound it on people were the Jets. And that's what I'm saying, like, yes, they're the Jets, but do that to every team, bro. Like, we're putting 20, 30 on every team's head without an issue, and we can't score. Like,
I don't know if you saw the video, too, but with the run play and pass play, Joe Mixon's been giving it away with the stances, too. Like,
yeah,
he'll stand up. He'll stand up straight when it's a pass play, but the reverse. But yeah,
that's another coaching thing. That's a little shit that you're getting paid to notice, that you're getting paid to fix. It's like, you should see that on film and be like, hey, Joe, let's not do this, you know?
Facts.
And it's just the same thing with the play calling. It's like, bro, we had some bad. I'm not sure it right here, but we went for it on 4th down. I'm all for the play, but 2 plays back to back, we stole from other teams. And not only do we steal those from those other teams, we ran them the worst way possible. We ran some shitty-ass reverse that I knew was coming. I'm up in section 500 watching that shit develop. And then we had the little tight end shovel pass, and it's like, I can understand the move. I love it. Great, get creative. But if that's your best in your bag is stealing something from someone else, don't use that. Take the 3 points. Because our defense was holding them the whole game. Like, Lamar wasn't going crazy. It was ugly on both sides. So take the points. Now, great, that's in hindsight, oh, of course, but you gotta go from the temperament of the game. Both teams were mid. We weren't scoring on a consistent basis. Take the fucking points, dog. I'm done. Raiders, Chiefs to end this off.
I had a prize picks in for Travis Kelce to get 72.5 receiving yards, right?
Yeah.
But he got 7 receptions. You know how many receiving yards he ended with?
29.
Close. 25.
Oh, I came for
Four of those were for touchdowns. So, from a fantasy perspective, it was fun to have him, right? But we're still finding the same issues with Kansas City. There's nobody there to throw the ball to outside of Travis Kelce. They're still struggling to find a wide receiver 1. And even with that issue, they were able to come back from 17-0 down and beat the Raiders, who have Davante Adams, Hunter Renfrow, who was supposed to be okay, but he still was running like he was shaky. Darren Waller, who pulled a T. Higgins and was like, I'm going to play, psych, my hamstring hurt, I'm out, right? So, like, I don't know what to say about the Raiders. This division is looking pretty shot outside of the Chiefs, and the Chiefs don't even have a wide receiver 1. And y'all are letting them just kind of do whatever they want in this division. So, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. But the Chiefs keep rolling.
I know. Because Mahomes is that guy. He's him. He's been him. Like, I don't know how. I really can't explain it, but you would be stupid to believe otherwise now, because they have no receivers. Travis Kelce had 25 yards and 4 touchdowns. Now, that's more of like an Andy Reid genius, but Mahomes finds a way. He finds a pocket, he finds a window, he gets it done week in, week out. So you're either a hater at this point. Like, there's no way you can discredit what he's done up until this point. Like, it's ridiculous. I usually roast MVS too, and that boy had a decent game. He did have a big ass drop though, I know. You know?
Yeah, he did. He always
glad I couldn't watch this.
He plays with 2 left hands, right?
Bro, I wish he had 2 left hands. He might catch better.
Bro, all I gotta say too is Adams is gonna go on a suspension for a very silly, like, immature, I'm upset type of thing. He pushed that back, but that's not cool, Adams. Like, I understand the frustration, but
it's not cool. I understand the frustration, but my question is, what was that guy doing? Like, they're going in the tunnel. What was his goal? Where was he headed?
Walking across the tunnel. He wasn't paying attention, but I don't think that
exactly
for him to get pushed though. Like, you know.
Okay, you have to understand, Davante Adams is an NFL player.
He's an
NFL player. He's walking
walking.
outside of the tunnel. So you know what's outside or towards the tunnel? There's fans. Fans get a little wild sometimes. Now, granted, I am defending Davante here, but he doesn't know who's approaching him.
He didn't even run.
He didn't even run. He sees him and he shoves him. I'm not gonna lie, he did push him because bro was in his way. But that's why I'm asking. Okay, these guys are leaving through the tunnel. You know the flow of traffic. Where are you going? Like, what are you doing? And I hate to say it, but there was a pic on Twitter where bro was walking across and he looks at Davante like slightly off the side. He didn't say anything. He didn't do anything. He didn't try to miss him. He didn't try to speed up. Now, granted, it all happened so fast, but you thinking a guy, an NFL player who is walking out the arena, yeah, emotions are high, he's mad, is going to slow down for you? Who are you? What are you doing? Like, what are your credentials? And that's my question. It's like, what were you doing?
I don't know if
you have a camera in your hand. Like, why would he not be taking photos at that time, right? He has a camera, right?
He's crossing the tunnel. The game's over. I mean, he could have stood by the tunnel and tried to take a picture of Davante Adams. I feel like he'd probably get his camera smashed. Like, the vibes just were off, and I feel like I can't get on board with you on that one. I think Davante definitely made a huge mistake.
I don't need nobody on board with me, baby. All I'm saying is it's always more than what you think. It's easy to say, oh, bro was walking across, Davante was mad and he pushed him. But I hate to say it, my man's got set up. I'll put it down. They got set up.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. Shouts out to the Chiefs.
He still gets suspended for like a game or two, but it is what it is.
I think he is going to get suspended for like a game or two. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how things pan out. Raiders are going to definitely miss him, especially if Waller has to miss some extended time with the hamstring. So,
well, they got a bye week this week, so they got lucky.
Yeah, but if he gets suspended, it don't matter.
Well, I was talking about in terms of Darren Waller to like get right. He had an extra week,
but
so
I'm a little bit worried about that. This is the second year in a row now that we're dealing with a hamstring injury for Darren Waller. Like,
yeah, don't remind me, bro.
I'm scared. Yeah.
But yeah, that was a week 5 recap. I hope you guys enjoyed.
We missed a week. We did miss a week.
Hey, chill out.
We're not gonna miss any more weeks.
Your boy was traveling. You know, I was a little busy, so it is what it is. Yeah, I've been moving lately, so I'm definitely gonna be more consistent here on out. I'm back home, homeless. My bad, but until December 18th, I might not even go see the Bengals. I've paid for 2 Bengals trips now. We're 0-2. And we've scored a combined 1 touchdown, and I've traveled
bad luck omen, bro.
About 1,500 miles.
You might need to sell them tickets so that they could win.
I'm not paying for another game if you're gonna call mid-ass plays, bro. Like, Zach, if you want me at the game the week prior, you better show your ass. I will buy. I will pay to see my boys. I want to support. But when you hurt me financially and emotionally, I gotta draw the line. And I don't want to. So tighten up.
I wanted to go see Jags Raiders, but I feel like Davante is going to be suspended for that game now. So I guess God trying to save me money.
Dang. I hate that you said that because I was actually planning to go to that game.
I know.
But I don't feel bad. I'm going to go to the Giants game instead. Let's slide to the Giants game.
I want to do that. I'm thinking about when is it? We'll talk about it off camera. But
I'm going to cut up a little parlay. KickNPost and a slide to Jacksonville.
That might be lit. We might have to do something out there. Yeah. But we'll see. We got to check out